Now at 10, this is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
I'm so excited. It's definitely like a weird balance of emotions. Excited to be over, but also excited to start a new future and see where, all my education takes me.
It's been a roller coaster the past 4 years, but I'm really grateful to be here today and walk in that stage.
A new journey begins for thousands of UConn students who walked across that stage and received their diplomas today. Thanks for joining us for the Fox 61 News at 10. I'm Brent Harden.
I'm Sarah Sanchez. It was an exciting day for so many graduates and their proud moms in the crowd as well. There will be more commencement celebrations tomorrow and next weekend.
But for thousands of now graduates, this weekend was very special. Fox 61's Stefan Reels talked to grads and families from one of the three ceremonies honoring students graduating from the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences.
When you're here at UConn, eventually all roads will lead to the Gamble Pavilion. And sure, it could be for a basketball game. Who doesn't love one of those? But for thousands inside, it's the end of an academic journey, not just of the work of the student, but of the thousands of friends and family from around the world that helped them get right here.
A little nervous, start of a new chapter, but we had a good time.
Friends, faculty, staff, congratulations. This is a special day for you, and we are here to celebrate.
Aishwarya Benzi.
I have a lot of family and friends coming out with me. I am the first child of my parents and ultimately the first person to attend college in the United States. So this is a full circle moment, and I'm really, really grateful for taking that opportunity and betting on me.
Happy to celebrate with my family.
They travel quite a way to get here. What does that mean to you?
It means a lot, yeah. I mean, from Nebraska, from California.
What a Mother's Day gift. It's so awesome.
It's Mother's Day. You're now seeing the 6 of 6 kids graduate. What's everything like right now?
Yeah, I'm so happy. This is like the perfect day to be here celebrating Mother's Day, and I have all 6 children here with me, and our youngest, Caroline, is graduating from the Arts and Science School.
Yesterday, I graduated college, and today I get to watch my daughter graduate.
You literally did this with your daughter.
I did this with my daughter, yep. We didn't plan on graduating the same weekend, but she was there yesterday supporting me, and I'm here today supporting her, and it's the most prideful moment any parent could have.
I would assume this is like one of the greatest Mother's Days of your life.
The best Mother's Day of my life, yeah. Yes.
So, as we step forward, let's do so with confidence, with purpose, and with the same determination that got us here. To the class of 2025, congratulations. Whatever comes next, we're ready for it. Once a Husky, always a Husky. Thank you.
Well, Jonathan, another class of students you've successfully raised. How's that make you feel right now? Very emotional. You can't talk. I completely understand. Take your time to heal through this process. I'll take it from here. Well, that's going to do it for us. Congratulations once again, the class of 2025. In stores at UConn, Stefan Reels, Fox 61.
All right, thank you, Stefan, and congratulations to all the graduates this weekend and all the rest. It's a great time. All right, let's get a check now on the forecast as we get ready to start another work week.
Yeah, Chief Meteorologist Rachel Frank is joining us right now. So, Rachel, are we looking at any more rain? Because it was nice to get a break this weekend.
Later this week. However, most of this week will be dry, and we are so excited. And 2 sunny days in a row. Can you believe it? We stay with blue skies heading into the day tomorrow. We will warm things up on Tuesday. And yes, there will be some showers later this week, but the flooding threat is low for a change. Here's a look at the numbers right now. We're in the 50s to right around 60 degrees, depending on where you live. But it'll be chilly out there tonight. We're thinking overnight lows dip back near 40 and even the upper 30s for some of our cooler spots, Wyndham, Putnam, as we head towards daybreak tomorrow. Not as cool at the shoreline, but we're still looking at temperatures in the 40s, right around 50 degrees in Bridgeport. Tomorrow, after a chilly but sunny start to the day, we are looking at blue skies pretty much from start to finish. It'll be sunny and seasonable, which is a fancy way of saying temperatures will be very close to average for this time of year. High temperatures will climb into the lower to middle 70s inland, but it will be a bit cooler at the shoreline, holding closer to the 70-degree mark, and a few clouds as we head into tomorrow night. Later this week, we will see more clouds. There also will be a rising chance for some showers and more humidity. We'll talk about it. Your full forecast coming up.
Thank you, Rachel. Right now, Eversource says people living in Madison have their power back after what was a chaotic Mother's Day morning. Officials say a fallen tree took down power lines in the area, which then in turn led to a gas leak. It happened in the area of Overbrook Road in Madison. Police had to warn residents to shelter in place while the gas company was called out to shut off the gas and stop the leak. The road is still closed tonight, more than 12 hours after all of this happened. Fox 61's Joe Monti talked with neighbors earlier today about what they were dealing with.
People on Overbrook Road in Madison got a rude awakening early Sunday morning when fire trucks came screaming down the street. That's because a dead tree fell on power lines, causing an electrical fire on the road that electrified a gas main. One homeowner tells me his gas line was smoking and sparking. It was around 6 in the morning when Chris Farmer, who lives on Overbrook Road in Madison, called the fire department. He says he lost power, but it quickly came back on, and along with it came the smell of smoke.
There was electrical stuff on the ground where the natural gas pipe comes into my house. It was sparking because it had been energized because of the tree falling.
Farmer had to use a fire extinguisher to put the fire out while the fire department raced over. Upon finding the damage, Madison officials shut off the power and ordered people in the area to shelter in place. Frank Proto, who lives nearby, couldn't believe what his day quickly turned into.
Power outage, gas leak, supposedly locked down the whole day.
While Eversource and Southern Connecticut Gas made repairs, the smell of gas filled the neighborhood. The road was closed off until further notice as construction vehicles lined the street. Proto and Farmer say the timing of this commotion didn't work out so well with Mother's Day.
We had plans. We basically couldn't get out, and we're going to do it another day. So it's a bummer for everybody.
We were looking for a good Mother's Day. My son graduated from UConn last night, and we got to go move him home, and he's coming home to no power, no hot water, nothing like that. So yeah, it's a real pain.
Farmer said he'd like to see the town do more to remove unhealthy trees that are too close to the power lines. He'd prefer to not have this happen again, especially on such a special day.
It's no fun not having power, hot water.
People tell me it's unfortunate that this had to happen on Mother's Day, but they're glad nobody was hurt. They say two things you don't want to mess around with are electricity and gas. They don't mix well. On Overbrook Road in Madison, Joe Monti, Fox 61.
Thank you, Joe. New tonight, frightening moments on the highway in North Haven when a vehicle flipped onto its side and caught fire. Take a look at a picture here taken by the North Haven Fire Department. The accident happened on I-91 North between exits 10 and 11 just before 4 this afternoon. State police say several vehicles crashed into each other. You can see a car sitting on its right passenger side with debris all over the road and a tire in the roadway. 5 people were taken to the hospital, 2 with serious injuries. State police are investigating what caused that crash. And 20 people are without a home tonight after their apartment building caught on fire. Fire crews responded to the building on Elmcrest Terrace just after 11 last night. Before firefighters got to the scene, dispatchers told them people might be trapped inside, but everyone did eventually make it out safely. Most of the first and second floors are badly damaged and severe smoke and heat damage. The fire is being investigated right now.
Hartford police are investigating a late-night shooting. Officers say they went to St. Francis Hospital just after 9:30 last night because a man in his 20s had arrived with a gunshot wound. We're told he's expected to survive. Police have not told us where the shooting happened or if they're searching for any suspects. Well, another historic day for the new Pope. Pope Leo XIV delivered his first Sunday address before a massive crowd in Vatican City. The Pope has a busy schedule before his formal installation next Sunday. Stephanie Bennett has more in his first Mass as the leader of the Church.
Some 100,000 people gathered at St. Peter's Square to hear Pope Leo XIV give his first Sunday message.
I too address the world's great powers by repeating the ever-present call, never again war.
Echoing previous calls from Pope Francis, Leo urged for no more war, referring to the ongoing conflicts as a, quote, third world war in pieces.
I carry in my heart the sufferings of the beloved Ukrainian people. I am deeply saddened by what is happening in the Gaza Strip. May the fire cease immediately.
It was Leo's first time back at the balcony of St. Peter's Basilica since his historic election as the first American Pope on Thursday. Some Vatican spectators are watching closely to see how he intends to lead the Roman Catholic Church.
So I think he's going to take the church in a direction that we identify with Pope Francis, but is deeper than that. I really expect it to be a church that pays attention to the marginalized and the economically oppressed.
Some experts believe the longtime missionary will be a voice for immigrants, saying his election helps turn a page for the church as it enters into what sociologists call a post-secular phase.
What it means is the Catholic Church knows that faith is an option now. This Pope gets that. He's not going to expect special privileges for Catholics. He's not going to live in a palace and act like a monarch.
That was Stephanie Bennett reporting. Global leaders will attend Mass next Sunday for the Pope's formal installation. Well, new tonight, we have an update on this friendly face who used to call Connecticut home. Remember Buddy the Beefalo? He captured everyone's attention during the height of the pandemic. Well, he has a new sponsor. This has been a story some 5 years in the making, and so many of us have been invested in his story.
And for those of you who aren't familiar with the tale, we'll give you a little bit of background here. This massive animal named Buddy escaped a slaughterhouse in Plymouth back in the summer of 2020. For months, police tried to capture Buddy and bring him back in, but it took much longer than anyone expected for police, wildlife experts, even cattle wranglers to capture this wayward wild animal. It wasn't until April of 2021 that Buddy was caught, and by then he had become such an institution, such a celebrity in town, and in fact in the whole state, that he was spared slaughter and sent to a wildlife sanctuary down south to live out his life.
Yeah, Buddy was sent to the Critter Creek Farm Sanctuary in Gainesville, Florida, a place that bills itself as the largest cow sanctuary in the U.S. He'd been living a great life. Critter Creek posted on Facebook, well, Buddy has been adopted. The sanctuary says Buddy was adopted through its sponsorship program, so his vet care, feed, hay, and more will be covered by a generous sponsor. Good for him.
Good for Buddy.